has always been a voice of history. It's always been a reflection of a certain viewpoint in what's happening in that current time period. The first way people were able to communicate or even track animal migrations was on the walls of a cave in Farris. I think art at its core is expression, and I think design at its core is communication. And a community cannot thrive without either of those things. I think communities are a body of individuals, and we all have to be able to talk to each other in order for there to be growth, in order for a community to thrive even. So to even remove artists and art from a community can be really suffocating, I think, to the community. And when you have art in your life, you're kind of having these different synapses in your brain connect. You're reworking even just the way your brain is wired, and in a good way. You're growing your personality, you're growing the way you look at things, and I believe art is wholly responsible for that. 90% of art is work, and I think a lot of people get discouraged when they try to sit down and draw something beautiful and all they can get out are a couple stick figures. Well, if you draw every day, if you work out every day, you're going to be stronger. So if you draw every day, chances are within a year, your skills are going to be a lot higher than they were if you hadn't done anything at all. And so my advice to people who are discouraged is to just keep doing it, keep trying. My specialty right now in life is watercolor. Originally, I used to hate it because I didn't have control. So the fact that I was able to give up that control and let the water do most of the work was freeing, but also really empowering at the same time. So because it's a new and exciting kind of medium for me to get into, that's where I've been mostly spending my concentration. I think the Mesa County Library is so forward-thinking, especially in Mesa County. This residency program has been so rewarding, I don't even think just for me, but for the community, because it's something different. It's something they're not used to. Yes, you have certain classes at certain places in Mesa County that you go to, but sometimes you kind of learn to expect the same thing. So when you have rotating artists and residents who are cultivated in so many different skills, it's really refreshing to see what perspective another artist has than you. And the fact that they're reaching out to the community and sharing those experiences and sharing that knowledge is so empowering and really what libraries stand for. I think as an artist, you tend to get stuck in a rut if you make yourself do the same thing every day. You're constantly in the same space. And being in the 970 West studio really allowed me to kind of get away from myself. When you're sitting under those windows, you see people you don't normally see walk by. You have new patrons come in and ask, what are you working on? And it kind of makes you readjust your view of things as an artist. And in addition to being in that space, being in a new environment, you also have the opportunity to teach people, and getting like programs together and creating an outline for certain classes is really challenging if it's not something you do normally. So it definitely allowed me to restructure my time. It made me better at time management. It allowed me to communicate with people I normally wouldn't communicate with. It bettered me not just as an artist, but as a person. You get the most out of what you put in, and I feel like I did get the most out of my residency because I put a lot into it. I wanted to make that place a space for people to come in and feel like, oh, like there's an artist here. If there are any artists in Mesa County who are wanting to apply for the Artist in Resident program, I would say do it. Whatever your hesitations are, just get your portfolio together and apply. The rewards of being able to build community connections at such an enriching facility is more than I could have even fathomed. So be confident in your art, apply for the position when that call to artist goes out, and if you don't get it, keep working on your art, attend the events of whatever artist does, and just keep doing you, boo.